Today is tax day, as Americans know. The average American income is about $50,000 to $60,000, depending on who you ask. And the average American basically pays around 15 to 30% of their income in taxes. And so that's a big chunk of that $50,000 to $60,000. But then you look at what happened last year with the passage of the One Big Ugly Bill, and what we've done by keeping the corporate tax rate low and creating all these loopholes for the largest corporations. And now we see that the largest corporations basically pay nothing in taxes. Amazon paid 1.37% of their income in taxes. $77 billion was their income. Meta, 3.57% with $200 billion in income. Tesla paid 0% in taxes. And Disney paid negative 1.6% in taxes. We're paying Disney for what they're doing. And then Live Nation, negative 6.32%, while the average American is spending 15 to 30% of their income on taxes. This is what happened last year with the Big Ugly Bill. And we took all those taxpayer dollars away from healthcare, away from food assistance, away from programs that help everyday Americans, and we spent it on those tax breaks for the very largest corporations. So this is what makes people angry about Congress and about our policymaking in this Congress. So we need to fix that, and we need to change that.
And the thing with the fraud is they want to make it so big and so complex that it's hard to actually crack down on. And so when you have that much money going out to these locations, going out to these hospices, going out to these home health cares, it makes it very hard to crack down on. Because how do you, like, the web's so deep at that point. Like, there's so many hands that are involved.
How are they doing the fraud?
So hospice and home health care, like, the most valuable thing to somebody over the age of 65 is their Medicare beneficiary number. And that's even more valuable to a fraudster than a credit card. So they get the medical beneficiary numbers of these people, and then they start enrolling them into hospice. And once someone's enrolled to hospice, a lot of people in California don't even know they're enrolled into hospice until they go to the doctor and they need a surgery or they need an appointment, and they say, well, we can't help you. You're enrolled into hospice.
So then what happens? So these people, so basically their identity's stolen.
Yes.
Somebody puts them in the hospice program. They need a surgery. They can't get a surgery because
They'll be denied.
How many people have died because of this?
I don't have the exact numbers on that, but I imagine a lot of people get to the doctors and they're like, wait, I had no idea it was on hospice. CBS even reported on it.
I mean, what if it's a medical emergency?
They're on hospice.
You're having a fucking heart attack.
You're on hospice.
Or an aneurysm. Or... Holy shit.
So it's very dangerous, actually. I mean, my grandma, when she was dying, they put her on hospice. And basically that means they're just going to give you morphine if you're not feeling good, or they're going to, like, treat you, but they're not going to stop you from dying. Like, they're not going to do some last minute procedure to make sure you stay alive.
So is hospice, what is it? A government aid? What does it cover?
So it's underneath Medi-Cal, but it's literally just like, hospice is just like home health care to ease your dying.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so there's hospice and then there's home health care, where they then actually do stuff to help the person stay alive.
It sounds like a really easy thing to fix. Just verify who you're sending the money to. Hey, is so-and-so here? No. Okay.
Well, the problem is they then get these, like, little offices and they just do the billing. They don't have the patient inside of a hospice, because they're going out to the homes, because most of these people are on their deathbeds at their home.
Okay.
And so it's very hard.
Okay.
So if you do have that medical beneficiary number, it's super easy to make it look like you're doing stuff, because it's just a piece of paper that you're signing off and sending to the state, and then they send you the money from Medi-Cal.
Okay.
Or from Medicare.
I thought hospice was actual centers.
No. That's why they're able to get away with it.
Shit.
And that's how they get the medical beneficiary numbers. Then they can just bill people without them even knowing.
How'd you figure this? How did you figure all this out?
Well, after my Minnesota video, it, like, surged the country to go look for fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of nervous to tackle California because I was worried, like, okay, if I post a video, Gavin Newsom's probably going to try to sue me. Because Dr. Oz went and did it. He's the head of CMS. So he went and showed that here in California, there's 1,000% increase in these hospices. Armenian and Russian mafias are running these hospices. And so I knew there was something there because literally the head of the CMS is going there and talking about that.